All right, what is going on, everyone? We are live. And okay, I got sound. Everything's coming through. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Odum. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. A little weird stuff going on today. I'm not so much weird, but really, I don't know. I guess maybe the actual word is feeling a little bit down, I guess you can say, in terms of how our ads are performing and the fact that we've paid, I don't even know, it's definitely over, I guess, $100, which I don't know. Can you say too much about at that price point? But haven't had any like bites or leads or anything like that at all through our ads. So I think, I don't know what to think about it. So I figure we'd hop in and just take a look and just maybe just try to think about what issues we might be facing with our website or even with the ads themselves. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is, and I'm not sure if we should expect to have a callback by now. I don't know. Right. So that's what, I don't know. That's what we're going to try to find out. Anyways, of course, if you're new here, my name's Odum, and what we do here is every Monday through Friday we get together and we live stream our process to try to build ourselves a company that's going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. Now let's dive into our analytics here. So we're already zoomed in pretty good here. Okay, so here's one thing that's really bothering me about Google Ads. So I'm not a Google Ads expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just new at this, and I think I'm pretty bad at it, to be honest. But one thing that really bothers me is that you set a daily limit, and I know Google says that, oh, maybe we'll go over it or we'll go under it, but on average, it'll average out. I don't know if they say they'll average out over the week or over the month. I kind of have a feeling it's over the month. But what they do, it's like I set the target and they consistently go over it initially. So it's like I have to pay more than what I want to pay. And because it's so high, I don't feel like continuing on for like the whole month paying that much to wait for it to balance out. So it's like they take your money at the start. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. I wish it was just a hard limit. So looking at the campaign now, so this is just this week, starting from the 8th to the 10th. I don't run the ads on the weekends. So we're just Monday and then today. And already we're at $70. And my budget is $20 a day. So my budget is like, it should be $40 so far. And it's already at 70. So it's almost like going double what my budget is. And who knows what it's going to end up at the end of the day here today. It's just so frustrating. So that's the number one thing I don't like. So I'm spending more money than I want to spend on this because I'm just testing this out. I'm trying to start things out, and I want to start things out slow. So I might even need to just make a new campaign and just get rid of all the stuff that's not working on this campaign. I don't know. Anyways, actually let's go for the last 30 days and we can see everything that's kind of happened so far. So yeah, so we've had 200 clicks and spent $166, and we don't have one single lead that was generated from this. And the site that everything's going to, this is where the ad is going. It's going to our landing page, and this is for our agency. So basically, we have, just the intro. What we have here, we have a kind of proof of the work that we've done. Clients, just a logo soup here. So then a little bit more kind of what we do. Maybe the content really doesn't resonate with the people that are hitting the site. I don't know. We have to really think about this. Anyways, results, social proof, and then here's where the action takes place, where we want them to either get started for building a website, $3,000, or we can book a free call, or they can book a free call, right? They click here and then they can go in and schedule whatever day time works for them, right? So those are the call to actions that we want the user to take. And then just FAQ and just kind of book your free call now. So simple one-page website here to get people to understand who we are, not who we are, what it is that we actually do. I mean, if they want to know who we are, they have this about page. So a couple questions or thoughts that I have, and I don't know the answer to these. Number one is, after 200 clicks and $166, should we at this point at least have had somebody come onto the website and click on, hey, I'd love to schedule a call? So are my ads targeting the right type of people? So that could be problem number one. The ads might not be targeting who we want to target. Number two, they are targeting who we want to target, but then the copy and the sales page of this website is not working. That could be another potential problem. Or they're not understanding what it is that we do, or we're not being clear that we can actually help them solve their problem. And again, we're thinking about who our customer is, right? And we're talking about the entrepreneur and the new business owner, the new startup person that is looking to have their first website for their product, right? So, so get a good website, but using startup friendly prices, right? So that's the idea behind the client, the type of customer that we want to get, that we're looking for. So yeah, I feel like those are the two main problems that we could potentially be having. Is number one, our ads are not targeting the right people. Or number two, our landing page is not a very good landing page, and it's not a very good selling page. And if that's the case, we might want to completely rethink everything about this website, about WEBFLOW products, learn web design, because maybe it's trying to fit too many things, and maybe this website should just be all about what we do as an agency, as a design agency. So yeah, that could easily be it, right? Like, if we just rethink the website. That could be it. I don't know. Leo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Definitely first today. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Always good to see you here. Right. Anyway, so I'm just thinking out loud here, of course, as I always do, about what problem I could potentially be having with the website. Because I feel like by the amount of money that we've spent on ads so far, that I would have at least had some type of nibble. A third possibility, let's keep all possibilities out in the open here, is that our pricing is too expensive. But $3,000 for a website, I know, is not very expensive. But maybe it is expensive for the new entrepreneur and the new startup person, right? There's different types of startups. There's startups that are just somebody that, hey, I'm just going to start cutting grass for the neighbors kind of startup. Or there's a startup that got a bunch of funding and they got some money and they're like, okay, or we got investors or whatever, and we're going to try to build the next whatever it is that they're doing, right? So, Leo, I just released my code editor on Alluri on the website. That's awesome. I'll have a look. I won't have a look today, but I'll have a look as soon as I can and just check it out if you want me to, anyways. But that's awesome. Congrats. Hopefully everything is going well with that. I don't know. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely not at the point here where I'm going to start playing around with pricing. I can't go any lower than $3,000 because that would just be ridiculously low. Anyway, we have some price anchoring here for the pro business. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell because I've had some people look over this website for me and they said that they like it and they said that it's pretty clear. Wonder if I can get other people to look at it as well to give me fresh eyes and maybe a fresh perspective. Listen, if you only if you're building something and you only want to give up 3 times, that's like a win right there. So many times I'm building something, you just want to quit like a million times over. So 3 is pretty impressive. So you should be proud of that right there. But yeah, I mean, it's great though. You're building something and yeah, you want to pull your hair out or what have you, or like me, your hair just falls out but you persevere and then you fight through it. And then, 1 foot, like, what is it? 1 foot after the other. And then before you know it, you've reached your destination. You've built it. And you've accomplished it. So congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this. All I know is I just don't want to keep on spending money for me not to get any kind of return. Or it's like, what data can I use? What can I take out of this? If I look at, maybe let's look at the ad itself. Oops. Okay, that's not what I want. Initial ad. These are the impressions. Yeah, it'd be nice to see what's getting clicked on for what. So, Leo, did you have Pixel before starting this series or did you build it for this series? So, no, when I first started this, I started live streaming, I think 3 or 4 months after I quit my job and I started this company in September of 2022. And I think I started streaming after Christmas 2023 or like after Christmas 2022. So early 2023. At least that's what I think. Or it was either late 2022. Was it late 2022 or early 2023? I'm thinking early 2023. Probably spent like get Christmas out of the way and get all the New Year's and all that kind of stuff out of the way, and then I started. So that would seem about right here since I'm at about episode 400 and something here. So I think that's what happened. And anyways, so what I did was, of course, I was still doing all work for my clients, and I was getting clients and I was getting work through word of mouth, which is right now this is the only way that I get work is through word of mouth and people that know me, which is why I'm kind of trying to work here to get people outside of my circle so I can start bringing on more clients and bringing in some more revenue. So I didn't have it, and I did build Pixel on and off during the stream. So you could probably go see the whole kind of build process of the website and trying a few different things. So short answer, no, I didn't have it, but I have it now. And yeah, we're just rolling with it. So yeah, I haven't had anybody convert on my website since I've built it. And yeah, and that's, I don't know. Feels like a problem for me right now. So this shows the different impressions. I guess they're kind of seeing which ones work and which ones don't. So it looks like this one. Professional website in 5 days. We build beautiful websites. Our proven web design process will help your business make more money, period. So Yeah, so that one has the most impressions, which is great. I'd like to see how many, like what the click-through rate is though. I don't want to just see impressions. Give me the click-through rate. Uh, Let's go back to campaigns. If we can, oh, okay, not the name. If we edit this thing here. Okay, number one, right off the bat, we're going to turn this thing down because we're spending way too much money. So maybe if I put it at $10, it'll only spend 20. Stupid Google. Right. See, I thought I turned this, include Google search partners. Ads can appear near Google search results and other Google sites. Yeah, maybe we'll keep that here. But prefer, right. All right, let's cancel that. Bidding, we want to maximize clicks. All right. So we can close that. Now I would love to get it so that it's not showing up on people's phones. I don't know if that's even... Because if we go... search terms. Okay. Here's what people are searching. Okay, interesting. Right. Okay, website design. These are broad matches. I would love to... Like, what the hell? 123 website. Like, look at all this stuff here that I'm getting ads for, or that I'm having to pay for ads on this. I think it's all this broad match garbage that I'm paying for. See, this would be a great local SEO agency, Toronto. But instead of this, like, have it Halifax. Like, I shouldn't have to pay 1 click and 3 impressions. That cost $2.13. Not good. I think maybe before we wrap up or we think that there's a problem with our website, maybe we need to fix our ads, because it looks like we're getting a lot of this broad match garbage. Best website to create LLC. Yeah, see, this is stupid. Like, why am I... Like, this is probably somebody typing in, how do I... Like, where do I go to actually create my company? my corporation, but use a website to do that for me. But that's really low cost per click for that one, but still. Okay, so do we create a new campaign then, or do we create a new ad? I think we create, yeah, let's create a new campaign. I don't know how well this is going to work because I don't know what people are going to be searching for. Or, well, how do we... tools. Keyword planner. Discover new keywords. All right. Try not to be too specific or general. Website design for small business. Mm-hmm. Competition is low. What is this? So what's... affordable websites for small businesses. I mean, that could be something right there. Mm-hmm. So keyword ideas. What do we have? Web design for small business website. What was this forecast? Let's see. Halifax website design. So Halifax website designer, Halifax web design, Halifax website design. Competition is low. That's local, but the problem that I have is I don't have anything with the words Halifax in there. I wonder if I could give me something. Let's go to Google here. What do people type in search when looking for a company? What do people type in search when looking for a company to build a website for them? Yes, log me in here. Begin puzzle. What the heck? Use the arrows to change the number of objects until it matches the left image. What the hell? Use the arrows to change the number of objects. So is this 3 objects or is this just 1? I don't get it. I don't even understand what the hell that means. Oh, 3 times this. Okay, I see. So then it's this one. 2 chains. Okay. There's 2 chains. And 3 of these eye pyramid things. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Not quite right. Are you kidding me? 3 times flowers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is so stupid. I guess. Does that count or does it not count because it's connected? Is that it under there? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Oh. Wow. Okay. So let's what do people type in Google search if they are looking for a company to build a website for them? Yeah, website designer for small business, custom website design, best web development services, affordable website builder. Maybe not that one. Website design company near me. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, location. Yeah, website design company, Halifax. Right. Okay, so hang on. Let's type this into this keyword idea here. It's interesting. Look at this. 3 months change, minus 18%, minus 33%. But the ones that have gone up, inexpensive website design for small business, affordable web design for small business. Oh, I'd kind of like that, especially since the going is getting tough for a lot of people. Let's give me a Word document here. Okay, I got a Word document where I'm kind of putting some of these keywords. But no one's bidding on this one. Well, it looks like the competition is low, but I'm putting in some keywords because I want specific keywords, and I'm not going to do any more broad matching. Website designers. Whoops. And then we could just do, this is like that. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm just putting these in a document here, and then we'll probably use this for our keywords as we create a new ad that hopefully is going to perform a lot better than this one. Forecast. Save keywords. Okay, what if I... How do I save a keyword? If I go here and can I save this as a keyword? Saved keywords. How do I save it? Web design for small business. One selected, so save it. More. Copy? I don't really need to copy it. How do I get it into here? Oh, add keywords. Okay. Okay. So this is just in Canada. Interesting how it breaks it down for mobile too. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's just say affordable web design. Get results. The cheapest way to build a website. Yeah, we're gonna target that with our organic traffic once we start publishing all of our videos. Cheap website maker. Yeah. Web for small. What about startup? Get results. Okay, that's like not searched like at all. Okay. Let's try. Let's actually go back here for a second. Yeah, I don't see any of these keywords that are, or search terms that we're actually getting our ads being displayed on. None of these work for what we want. Maybe recruiting, website design. Definitely don't want that. Chocolate website template. I got to pay $2.12 for somebody typing in chocolate website template. Oh, man. Rolando, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope all is going well. So what's up? Things are going okay. Things in life are good, but things in business wise, Google Ads not performing so hot. And initially what I was thinking is it could be, the two likely options or solution or the reasons why they're not performing well is number one, the ads are not getting in the types of people that are going to want my content. And, what am I thinking here? Or that, I sound sick? I do have a little bit of in my throat. I think I'm like a little bit really thirsty. I was playing hockey quite a bit. Well, I played yesterday, I played today, and I just don't think I've been getting enough water. So sorry about that if I'm sounding a little bit, I don't feel sick, just maybe a little bit dehydrated. anyways, yeah, ads or website not performing well. Or sorry, ads not performing well. Number one, the ads are not getting to the relevant people. Or number two, our website is the content is just not performing. Like it's just not good at all and it's not matching up. So did I see the email that you sent me? Yes, I did. I just responded today because I started watching it and it was like, it's really, really good content. And I really need to watch all of it and I need to try to take in the information. I need to learn as much as I can quickly and figure out what I can do on the website to help me with all that SEO. So it was really, really good. And I really appreciate you sending me that link because it was a really good video. So it's just, yeah, I just need to learn as much as I can over the next couple of days. And I was saying too, it's like, I'll do a live stream or something like that after I just learn at least the initial basics when I can start thinking about how to bring all that stuff into my website. So yeah, I really do appreciate that. Yeah. So how many visits? So let's take a look real quick here. It's 201 visits. Where is, yeah, I think it's just here under campaigns. Or no, there's got to be an overview right here. Yeah. So 201 clicks. So 201 visits. And I think we could go to look and let's look over. I think when did we start these? It's been like a couple weeks. So let's say if I go to this overview, Wednesday, August 28th. So let's go Wednesday, August 28th to today. So 304 people on the site, 404 page views, and average time on site, 3 minutes, 82% bounce rate. Again, the bounce rate is a little bit of a tricky thing because it's almost like a one-page site. So if they get on the page, they scroll, whatever, they look, and then they leave, that counts as a bounce, even though they could have been on the page for who knows how long, just reading in and soaking up all the content. So, and yeah, so that's where we're at. So people are, I mean, it's funny, people are looking at the careers page. So yeah, scrolling around, looking, mostly just staying on the homepage, I guess. And most of the people coming in on the phone and then desktop and then tablet. Then mostly Canada and the United States. Of course, Canada makes sense because that's where we're coming from. Do you exclude your IP from the metrics? Yes, 100%. So none of this are me. So yeah, definitely you can do that for. Well, I'm just trying to think now. I don't know if you can do it for all of Fathom tracking. But anyways, there's just one thing you just put in the console and then it stops you from recording your own browser into the analytics. But yeah, I definitely always blacklist myself. So my stats don't show. Like I'm on the website right now and you can see that nothing's showing up here. So yeah, definitely blocking myself. Okay. So my thoughts is I think that I'm going to try one more ad, but then not have it as broad keywords and just really get targeted keywords. And even if I get hardly any impressions, but when someone searches for that thing specific, then I want it to come up. And then we'll go from there, I guess. And then I think maybe we can see more of if there is an actual problem with the website itself. Brent, yeah, might just be welcome, actually, Brent. Good to see you here. Might just be the offer and not necessarily the website that is the issue. Yeah, that was the third thing that I was thinking about. It's just like the pricing itself and yeah, what it is exactly that we're selling. So what does your company make? So yeah, what does your company make you stand out compared to the thousands of other web studios? Yeah, so good question. Very good question. And when you're looking at the website right now, I guess I'm going to be completely honest. is that I can't say that there's anything that is written on here that makes me stand out from any other Joe Blow agency, to be honest. So that's, yeah, that could be the thing too. It could just be like I'm not standing out, but yeah, I don't know. But then again, are people willing to book a free call? Or is that even too much of an investment to even kind of find out? Or do I need to put more content in here that really helps sell people on what it is that I do and what it is that I can do? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is very thin. It is really thin. So it could be a really big problem. It could be a problem. Yeah, with what words are they finding you? That's what we're looking at over here with the reports. And they were pretty crappy, like really crappy. So like design company, website design, best website to create LLC, like free website, my website, web builder, marketing agency near me. So all of this shit, most of this shit is too broad. Like digital agency, like that's not me. Digital marketing agency, not me. So a lot of these search terms are not, I don't think they're very good because my keywords, I think they're all broadly matching. So do you have any quantifiable results you could share in some sort of case study? I think that's really good. And yeah, I definitely have case studies that I can do with the clients that I have right now. So I think I do need to put more of the work that I have out there, because what it is right now, and I think we talked about this last week, I'm like, maybe this is just fine enough. Just images of like the recent websites, and that's it. Now they're clickable, so you can actually go to the website and see what I've done. But yeah, maybe that's what we need. We need to have more proof. More social proof. Rolando, I agree with Brent. I think the offer is poorly explained, because if you haven't gotten any RFQs, something is wrong with the offer. Yeah. So, because yeah, I mean, I've just done 2 quotes, and they've been from people that I know that know me, and that they've recommended me to other people. So, yeah. Brent, or maybe show more transparency, showcasing how you attack products from strategy to development phase. Even just saying like, hey, just what to expect if you're going to work with me, and then you just outline the different steps in the process, so we can just show. Yeah, I think that's what you mean. Just showing the process. I think I had that before, so that could be something that we can do. Projects, not products. Showing how you attack products. Oh yeah, project. Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Rolando, I think what you could do is be more specialized, more focused on a business niche. Yeah, so that brings up the conversation that we had. Oh, this must be, I think this was before Christmas or around, no, what time? What did it work? We're in September now. Maybe it was in the summer, where we were talking about if we should pivot and focus on specifically building websites for academic research groups and researchers. Yeah, because I mean, that's pretty much been my area of expertise for like 20 years, right? Being involved in universities and academics, and understanding how the funding goes through and all that stuff and everything that they need to do. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I really need to take not a lot of time, but really sit down and really plan out a really good, not a high like design quality, like looks beautiful website, but a very clear, very concise website that showcases the work that I've done, showcases what I do, and just make a really well thought out and well planned out website. Because I'll be honest, I think for the stuff that I've done, I kind of just throw things out there and, kind of do not a half-assed job, but kind of pretty much, like a half-assed job, at least in terms of developing the specific content and all that kind of stuff. So I've never really sat down and been like, okay, I'm going to spend the next 3 weeks really building out this website in a way that makes sense. Not, it's like what I would do with my clients, but it's like, I guess I don't do it for me, which is kind of weird, I guess. So yeah, you can make a duplicate of your landing page and tailor the copy, offer more towards academics, and see how that performs. Yeah, and then I could just, yeah, and then I could even just say, like, would it be on a different domain? Or I guess I could just have it on like pixel.ca/science or something like that. So we could do something like that. And then how that performs. Yeah, the thing is, would I run ads on that? Or that one I think what I would do with, if I was to pivot the agency to focus more on scientific communication, I would do a lot of LinkedIn posts, because a lot of people are on LinkedIn looking for, I don't know, they're networking and doing all that kind of stuff on LinkedIn. So a lot of the academics are on LinkedIn. So that would be the place to go for that. As Roland says, Rolando. Yeah. So, or just as Rolando says, more specialized and go more niche. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, you guys are making sense. I think, because I know I decided against that, but I don't know if did I make that decision in too much haste? Or was I afraid of doing too much or having to do too much work on it? That could be a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just really thinking here about what I should do and how this should work. And then run ads on that too to target specific keywords within that that niche. Yeah, and I could easily throw up a website just on a completely different domain that's targeted specifically for scientific research. And we can do that. And then we can run ads and see how it goes. So Brant here, honestly, I would focus on expanding the website more. Showcase case studies if you have any, the processes, etc. Yeah, and then it's a multi-page website, which I guess is okay, because I could just, maybe you should just have, you know, services, like the homepage, services, and basically work, aka case studies, and contact. Just make it completely simple in that regards. Get rid of all this stuff, like learn web design, WEBFLOW products. I mean, I could still have the blog, because I'm still going to want to have a blog, but maybe just put that as a blog. Yeah. And then see how that goes. Even get video testimonials. I never thought about getting video testimonials. That would be really, really cool, though. Yeah, that'd be a little bit of effort on my part to try to see if I can get any. I just roll into campus and stag a few people if they'd be willing to do that. That would be cool. It's something to think about. I'm gonna just take a note of that, because that would be really, really cool. Let's see. Here we go. Video. Yeah. I do think, I think my website is pretty weak. So I think we need to really fix that. Have I seen the business census in your state? Or province anyways. We're provinces here in Canada. No, I haven't. So, and when you say business census, are you talking about like how many businesses are in the local area or that are in the province? So I do know, I don't know. No, I'm not part of a network. I know there's like regional, like citywide like regional, like a chamber of commerce. I think there actually is like a Halifax Chamber of Commerce. So I don't know if you mean something like that, but there's like lists of thousands of different companies that are part of that Chamber of Commerce, and they have events and stuff like that as well too. So yeah, we can definitely get a listing of all the different businesses that are here. But the question is, are you saying that I should take a look at that list so those could be potential people that I can go and get in touch with and communicate with? Maybe do some networking. So ever consider anything like a roast my website? Very low ticket offer. Talking from experience, I've gained loads of clients by offering low ticket offerings. Sorry, okay, hang on a second. Talking from experience, I've gained loads of clients by offering low ticket offers as they are easy to sell. So I did have the idea, and I ran it by a couple of small business owners here. And the idea was, hey, what if I saw someone's website, like as an example, I don't know, say I went into this website and I was like, okay, and I just record a video just kind of like this. I do like a little screencast. Hey, my name's Odum. I'm a local whatever website designer, and I just came across your website and I've just noticed a few things. I just wanted to give you a couple little heads up of things that you can do to improve your website. Oh, I noticed that, first of all, you don't have a call to action button. Maybe you should have one here. And I noticed that this phone number here should be clickable. So that way when someone's on a mobile phone, they can just click on it and then, they can just call you right away. And just like talk about like different things that the customer could do to very quickly improve their website, and just make like a 1 or 2 minute video and then just email that to them. So basically like a cold calling, but then giving them value. So I ran that idea off to a couple local entrepreneurs, and they were saying that it could potentially be a good idea, but they're saying, I don't think that I would like it because it just brings into like, it's almost like tearing my site down. I personally kind of disagree, because if you're going to let someone know as a fellow business owner, hey, here's just a couple things that you can do with your website to help improve it. Like Rolando and Brent, like you guys are saying like, hey, try this. Maybe you should have more case studies, blah, blah, blah. That's good information for me to have so I can know how to make things better. So I appreciate that feedback. But I guess some people might not want unsolicited feedback. So I can see people maybe be turned off. But who cares? If I send out 100 of those and then 50 people come back and say thank you, and 10 people are like, okay, maybe I'll buy something else, like you're saying. Maybe that would be a good thing. Anyways, I'd love to know what you guys think about that, because I thought about doing that for sure. But then I guess a couple of people said like, maybe it's not the greatest idea. Maybe I shouldn't listen to them. I just go with my gut and just try it out. Yeah. So Brent, those that don't appreciate that aren't great clients to work with anyways. Yeah. Like that's a really good point too. If you can't take feedback and you're just going to be, just down about it or whatever, then yeah, they're not good clients anyways. So, and if someone's a true business person that understands, like value that they can improve their websites, which will help them, do more business or whatever, then they're going to appreciate that feedback. So, yeah, because how many times have you been on a website where you click on a link and it's just like a broken link, or the map doesn't work, or the email address is wrong, or whatever the case may be? Shooting them a quick email saying like, hey, listen, I just noticed that this was not working on your website. Did you ever think about fixing it? Or, hey, this really doesn't work really well on a mobile phone. Have you thought about fixing it? Hey, give them the tips and give them the tools and give them the suggestions and give them the information on how to fix it. And then if you want any more help, then I'm happy to help. Just give me a quick call. We'll see what we can do. So I like that. I really like that. So yeah, I should do that. So Rolando, yes, knowing how many businesses there are, what types of business they are, and above all, what the niche is. So if you're looking at Atlanta, Canada, we are huge into fishing businesses and like a lot of fishermen and a lot of stuff that has to do with, fishing and seafood. And then A lot of ocean stuff, ocean tech related stuff is all around here. So that's a big thing in Halifax. And yeah, that's off the top of my head. And of course, you just have your regular, businesses that are going to be around everywhere. But those are the two kind of really big sectors in here on the East Coast anyways. So, but yeah, it's good to get a nail down on more of that. And of course we have universities, just like a lot of people, but again, a lot of those companies that spin out are really like ocean tech related. Right. They'll be very picky and drain your soul. Yeah. And they don't value your expertise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is what you're just saying. Yeah. So how I would do that is first send an email if they're interested in a Loom of you guys through your website. If they reply, then make the Loom so you don't waste a lot of time. But even making these videos, making a Loom video, even doing that as a first point of contact. So I get what you're saying. Send them an email if they want me to roast their website, just using that terminology for now. And then they'll say yes or no. But if you just roast their website anyways and just kind of skip that first step, I know what you're saying. Don't waste your time. But if it takes 5 minutes, then it takes 5 minutes. That's not that big of a deal, in the sense that it's just part of like cold calling, right? Like say it's just your job. You're just like a salesperson. Like I just need to make 100 reach outs a day. And if it takes me 5 minutes to do one, and then I just do, what's that? 5 minutes to do one. So you do 20. And so you just spend like 5 hours doing your 100 reach outs or whatever the case may be. Right. So yeah, I guess I'd have to figure out the details, but I definitely, I see what you're saying. Just send out an email first and then go from there. So you don't waste your time. Yeah, for sure. You can't type, my bad. No worries at all. So Rolando, I would like to ask you a very personal question. Are you looking for personal recognition or to put food on the table? Oh, 100%. I'm looking to put food on the table. So are you asking no, like I want to put food on the table. Like that's it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. And I'm not sure if you're asking specifically because there's something that you're noticing that is in my personality or what I'm trying to do that you think is geared towards personal recognition. But no, like I don't make the flashiest websites. I don't make the websites that are winning the amazing awards, any of that kind of stuff. I don't care about that. All I care about is like serving clients and helping them do better at whatever it is that they're doing, right? And most of my clients right now are in the research space. They're in the science space. So I help them communicate their message of what research and the science it is that they're doing. That's all I care about. And, yeah, I just want to make some money at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. I could care less about, well, I mean, I don't want anybody to think that I'm an asshole. If I'm reaching out to people and they just hate me, I definitely don't want that. So I care about that. I care about, what me as an individual and my business would have as a reputation to be good, kind, and people to work with, very professional, all that kind of stuff. So I care about that. But for me personally, like I'm not after any kind of personal recognition. So anyways, Brent, yeah, for sure. That definitely works. Until you have to, record your Loom 5 times. Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but thankfully for me, I've been in front of the camera for a while now. So, I can get pretty good at doing things in a take or two, or even editing too. Cause even with Loom, it's probably even faster for me. Just take a video clip and just edit it quick, chop, and then chop, quick. Yeah, even just edit stuff. It doesn't take long at all. I mean, what it would be, like Rolando was saying, get a list of all the businesses that are here in the area. Assuming I'm not, just put aside for the fact now that I'm not going to get I'm not going to go into a niche right now. Say I'm just doing general web design. Get a list of all the companies, look at their website because they all have listing on their website, and have a quick review of their website. See if I can see anything that's glaring, and then write down a couple notes of what those things are, and then just hit record like I do now, and then just away I go. So just talk about it. And yeah, I don't think I have to worry about ums and ahs or anything like that. And the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. And it's just like being on almost on a sales call where, you get one shot and you just say what you got to say. You shoot your shot, and away you go. So yeah. So Rolando, start offering your services to local businesses. Yeah, I've been starting to contact some local businesses. I haven't heard anything yet from some people, but yeah, I definitely would love to do business with people that are local here. Absolutely, which is one of the things why I'm trying to target my keywords to be just like Halifax web design agency or whatever. But that's what I know that video that you sent me. I need to figure out how I could throw that into like the website, right? Talking about like Halifax or whatever my city, so I can start, leading into the local community a lot more. So yeah, really good. Honestly, biggest ROI today, especially since so many start an online business today, is to straight up visiting the business physically and talk to the owner and pitch in person. Yeah, that sounds like a Cody Sanchez kind of thing, where I think she's talking about maybe more of finding people or businesses that you can purchase, but just going up and saying, introducing yourself. Hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. Just want to talk to the owner. I'm a local business person. I think for her, it's like, you just say like, hey, I'd like to think about businesses and think about buying businesses. So I'm just making connections or what have you. So I think that's really good. And part of the thing of why I want to bring on local entrepreneurs or just local for now, but starting a podcast or bringing people onto this live stream to have conversations with other business owners is, I feel like that's a really good way for me to put my foot in the door of just connecting with somebody, not to say like, hey, I'm just connecting to connect, but say, hey, nice to meet you. Also, I love what you do. I would love if you came on my live stream and we talked about what experiences you've had running a business and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, right? Because people love to talk about and tell their story and all that stuff, right? So yeah, I definitely need to keep going at that and like ramp that up to 11 in terms of reaching out and talking to people, for sure. And yeah, guaranteed you'll make great connections and relationships too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And FYI, like I should do this too, but never done it. Yeah, it's one of those things too. It's like, what is it? Those that can't do, teach. So, it's easy. It's easier said than done. I think that's kind of maybe the term, where you should do something and that it'll be really good to do. But of course, how many people actually take the time to go ahead and do it? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially since businesses get bombarded with emails nowadays. Yeah, so it's very interesting because, yeah, people are getting a whole lot of emails, and especially if stuff is even spam emails, all that kind of stuff. And if people don't take care of their inboxes, you could definitely get lost in the sea. So definitely making initial contacts in person is super, super valuable. Another thing too could be just events as well. And like I said, there's the Halifax Chamber of Commerce. And if you join that, I think they have different events that you can kind of be a part of. Oh, excuse me. I'm talking a lot today. So being able to go to these different networking events and kind of, just shaking hands with people and just connecting with people, great place to meet people as well. I've done a couple of those here, and they were really bad because some of them, we went to an event and it was like a networking event, but then they had a band and it was so loud you couldn't even talk to people because you're just like yelling, and it was kind of really annoying. Anyways. So Rolando, tip, create 3 different templates of the same niche with 5 pages each website and offer them as website in 3 days. Okay, hang on. Let me read that again. Create 3 different templates of the same niche with 5 pages each and offer them as a website in 3 days. Oh, okay. So I think you're saying, so have templates that are ready to go in different niches. Or no, you're saying in the same niche and they all have 5 pages. So basically create like 3 different websites as a template. And then when someone comes on board and says, hey, I need a website, then it's like basically ready to go. So I like that idea, but I think part of my whole idea and the stuff that, I mean, I do use this right now as well, of course, for my clients right now is pixel pieces. So instead of having pre-built templates, I have pre-built components. But then I do have some templates that I have here, at least this one that helps me get going. But yes, it is on my list of things to do to create more templates in different niches. Like, hey, you want a photography website, or you want like a coffee shop website, or, you know, you have a little, coffee shop. Yeah, just, I don't know, coffee shop, or you have like a fitness, you're a fitness trainer or whatever. So creating those types of templates so that, yeah, they are ready to go. So yeah, fantastic idea. Right. Or you could send a brick with your website URL on it. Right. I don't have time. I'll just throw my brick through your window. And it's just like a card with, that'd be great for like a window repair company. Just throw a brick through somebody's window, and then it's a card of like, someone broke your window. Come to Steve's window repair shop or whatever. Oh man, that's funny. Yes, but attacking. Okay, so I see what you're saying. So attacking a single niche, focus all your energies on that one. Okay, so I'll ask you guys straight up here, and I'd love to hear what you think, like super honestly. So my idea with this pixel as it stands right now is not to target a niche, but to target a specific type of person. And my avatar for who I'm trying to target is a person that's just starting a new business or has a very small business and is looking for their first website or a very simple website. So that's kind of the avatar there. So yeah, that could be somebody that's starting their fitness. Hey, I'm a yoga instructor now, or I'm mowing lawns now, or I'm painting houses, or I'm doing roofing, plumber, whatever the case may be. So I get it. I don't think that's very good. So, but that's what I'm thinking right now. But the second thing we talked about this is, should I pick a niche and talk about doing websites for academics and researchers and research groups, and basically focusing more on, well, building websites for them, but also talking about how we can help them communicate what they're doing in their research through a website. And there could be other services as well there too, because I even just yesterday I did a quote for video services, right? So that they can help illustrate what it is that they do scientifically through videos. So yeah, so should I niche specifically for science, or do I just not niche, but just focus on like the small business? I don't really care what your niche is, but the small business person, which I think, yeah, is harder to target. So, or send a shoe. Just want to get my foot in the door. That's funny. Just trying to get my foot in the door. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so Rolando, I think you should focus on a single niche and specialize. Creating the website and optimizing Google My Business. And with that, put food on the table. Then with another project, you attack more general. Yeah. So with another project, I mean, I feel like if I specialize in, say again, looking at scientists and doing academic websites. I mean, I was talking about this before. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of money into it. So I just did a couple research profiles on a website that, NSERC in just this one specific field. I think it was like $150 million that they just awarded, and a couple groups here that I'm a part of. I'm not a part of them, but I've done work for them. Just got like combined like $15 million. Like, this is not. I mean, this is a lot of money, and that's just in one specific area of science. Then there's so many different areas of science, right? So, and there's a lot of money. Granted, it's all government money, which is like taxpayer money, which is kind of crappy, but there's a lot of money that flows through these universities. So this is the thing. Don't look for deep pockets. Look for many customers. Yeah. So I think yes and no with that. I mean, I think like Chris Do, the guy on The Future, I think from what he's definitely into going for, like, he's like, I won't do business with anybody that spends less than like $1 million in marketing a year or something like that. So he obviously is used to knocking down 6-7 figure contracts and dealing with, the Nikes and whatever, yeah. Like, the question that I always have is, would you rather have one customer, like say we're trying to get to $1 million. Do you want one customer that's going to pay you $1 million, or do you want 1,000 customers and try to get 1,000 customers that are going to pay you $1,000 each? I mean, of course, I think that's a little bit simplistic, because there is the problem of having one customer. And if you lose that customer, your business could go out of business because you only have one customer. So it's bad in that sense, for sure. And I know this one company or business that I used to work with. This is one of my first jobs out of university. It was a horrible, horrible job. I'll talk about it at some point. But they were a software company, and there was 5 employees, including the owner. And they had one client, and it was a big client, because it was basically like it was a camera chain that had software, like all the different stores. So all the different, I just want to think of like franchises. So they had all kinds of franchises of cameras all over Canada, and it could have been in US too. Anyways, so they had a whole bunch of different franchises, but every website ran through this software. So they had their own system, and then within the software, any customer could go into that website, like think of like a Kodak kind of website, and they could upload their own photos and make mugs and print off photo albums, all that kind of stuff. So it was that one client, but that one client eventually ended up going to another service provider, and then that company's like done, right? Because they had the one client and that was it. All the eggs were in the one basket, and the client pulled out, and then you're done. So there's definitely some big risk associated with that. But yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, Rolando, that's what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket. I guess because what I'm saying too is I look at the niche that I'm here in the science niche, and I've been able to put food on the table for 2 years, basically just focusing on doing work for them. And which is kind of weird that all the marketing that I'm doing is not really catered towards them. So, and I definitely have more than one client. I mean, I don't have dozens of clients either, which would be nice to have. So I don't think that, and I guess I'm saying too, because I'm saying they have deep pockets, I'm not saying that they're going to be throwing millions of dollars on a website either. I'm not saying that at all. I guess my point being is that you look at a university that has how many different departments, and each department has how many different individual researchers. So you have hundreds of researchers per university, and college and all that kind of stuff. And they all get funding at somehow. And I'm saying they continually do get funding, regardless of how good their business is, they get funding, and they all need websites. So I don't think that I'd be limiting myself to like one person or one group. My point is that they're continually getting new funding and new money and doing very well. And then they could afford to have websites, and they need websites, right? So I think it's a really, like, again, I don't know what the market size is. Maybe I need to do some market research, but I think it's a really good niche. And I do think that if I worked really smart at it, this could definitely build an agency that can easily make at least $1 million in revenue just by helping researchers, because there's lots of different aspects to beyond even just web design. So yeah, definitely don't keep all the eggs in one basket. 100%. So, but I love, yeah. What is it? There's somebody that definitely talks about, sorry, I should probably close this a bit. They talk about, whether you should have the big ticket item versus the smaller ticket items. And I think the thing is, and maybe it's Hormozy that talks about this, but it's like, again, would you rather sell a $10,000 product 10 times, or would you rather sell a $1 product 100,000 times? And what's going to be easier to do? So, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of product, I guess, clearly. But if you have to only sell it one time or 10 times, it's probably easier than trying to sell something 10,000 times or 100,000 times. I think that's the gist of that, of whether you should try to go more expensive versus less expensive. Okay, there you have a niche in which you already have a foot in the door. Create personal websites with personal schema so that they have their snippets on Google. You feed their ego. Yeah, I think you talked about this as well before, because scientists and researchers definitely have ego. So if we can help feed their ego, we were working on this content before. This is all coming back now, because we were talking about how they're the great researchers, they have all the great work, but it deserves to be heard to the world, right? So I like that. Yeah, maybe we just really take the time to do that. So Rolando, I think you're pushing me in that direction, and I think you agree that would make more sense, to niche up into the science space. So Brent, internet got cut out. Like your internet actually got cut out. Did you leave? Oh, that sucks. But single niche with combination skills, videography plus site building. Great offer for local biz. In my opinion, they can also use the video for their socials. 100%. The quote that I just made yesterday was from someone who wanted video production for the conference. And then they were like, I kind of hinted, like, you could use this for your social media. You could use it for, just on your website. You can use it for whatever you would want down in the future. And they're like, yes, that's really great. So that's really good. So they get it and they understand. So yeah, it's definitely, like skill stacking for, again, kind of the whole communication process for, like a research group. If you only have to make the $1 product once, then definitely the $1 one. Okay, that's interesting. So, because it's easy to sell. So I have a question then for you. Yours got cut out. That's really weird. You create personal websites with blogs and links to your research and books. That's for the, I think there's two different things here for that even specific type of market, where you have the individual researcher that wants all their stuff in kind of one place for their publications and all that. And then the second one would be for their actual research group, where, hey, I'm running X and YZ lab or XY Acme labs. And this is the research that all of the students that are within my lab do. Here are the PhD students, here are the master students, undergrad research projects, whatever the case may be, and then have that information there. The one thing about the personal websites, though, that I've noticed is most of the researchers just keep their profiles up to date, or try to keep them up to date on the actual academic institution's website. So if you go to University of Waterloo, and then you go to engineering, and then you click on all the faculty, and you click on, Mr. Smith, all of his research publications are kind of listed there. And he generally doesn't create a secondary site just for himself. Generally speaking, I don't see it very often. Most of the time I see like the whole, hey, I'm a researcher, and this is my group, and this is my lab. I need a website for my lab. So I have a question for you guys. So Brent and Rolando, I totally get it. If you could build something and it's cheap, and it's, you build it one time and you sell it again, then cheaper is better, because I would imagine then it's cheaper to sell and it's easier to sell. Excuse me. So my question, let me get to it here. So with Pixel Pieces now, so I'm a little bit unsure on my pricing and if it's good. I mean, I guess you can also say, like, how good is the product as well too, because I still need more feedback on the actual product. But is my pricing too high? That I don't know. It might be. Like, should I just make it be like $100? Is this way too high? I don't know. Because what I do know is that I haven't sold one membership yet. I have people on Forever Free. I think we're at to like 60 or 30, or I don't know. I can't remember exactly how many we're at Forever Free, but nobody has bought this yet. And it could be the product itself. Like, maybe the product sucks, and that's fair enough if that's the case. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Build once, sell twice. Not sure who said it, but shout out to that person. Yeah, that's like measure once, cut twice. Wait. No. Sorry, that's backwards. It's measure twice, cut once. I think that's what it is. Yeah, my proposal is for researchers, not for research projects. So there was a bigger market. Yeah, so it could be, but again, that's kind of what I was saying, is that the researchers themselves, like, for my experience, is for the most part, they don't want a personal website. They prefer, because even a researcher themselves are usually always attached to either their lab, and they want a website for their lab, which maybe we're talking about the same thing here, because it's like, hey, I'm Mr. Smith, and I'm an engineer who runs the like the wastewater treatment lab. I do wastewater treatment facilities. So they have their lab, and that, because that researcher generally will have a bunch of different students working under them doing research in that field. So they'll have a research group or project, whatever you want to call it, website that has everybody, not them as an individual. But it's still that one individual that has everything under that umbrella. So maybe I think we're talking about the same thing, which if the case is yes, that every single researcher is going to want a website, but it's generally not for their personal, just them. It's for their whole research group as like a whole, or as a project. Oh man, sorry, my throat is like just dying here. But yeah, I think what you're saying here is for research, not for, yeah. So definitely a bigger market. So I think we mean the pretty much the exact same thing. Which in that case, yeah, the market is so much bigger, as opposed to like a huge, hey, this research project just got $50 million and they want a website or whatever. But there could be potentially more money in those larger research projects if you can get through the RFPs or whatever, requests for proposals. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So Rolando, I think this is about pixel pieces. The product is acceptable, but nobody knows you. You still don't do evergreen marketing. Yep, that's true. That's 100% true. So maybe it's too early to tell, which is what Brent here is saying. Hard to say. What I would do is start talking to the ones that are on the free plan and sort of dig deep in what's holding them back to jump on the paid plan. Might take some time, but it's crucial info. I've been trying. I've been sending out some emails to people that are on the list, and I haven't gotten any responses in my requests for feedback, I guess you can say. So, if no one's going to respond, then no one's going to respond. There's not much I can do. I can't force them. I'm going to come to your house if you don't tell me what you think of pixel pieces. Yeah, it might take some time. Yeah, and that's the thing. This is something that is off onto the side, and I'd love to figure out how I can get on a little bit more of a schedule of, hey, every week I'm going to spend this much time updating the components or doing whatever it is that I need to do to continue on growing. But I think to Rolando's point, people don't know me, and I need to do better. I need to do much better job into getting myself out there, at least when we're talking about pixel pieces. So similar products in your market are all subscription based, which is definitely an advantage you have, in my opinion. I'm tired of subscriptions. Yeah, 100%. For me, that's the whole competitive advantage. And I think I look at the pricing here. I basically kind of looked at Reloom Library and Flowbase and say like, okay, this is how much those ones cost on a year basis. And then here's my thing, which is, I don't know, I think it's a little bit less, it depends on the plan, but it's kind of around what you would pay for being subscribed to them for like a year, right? So that's kind of the idea there. Where did the free users come from, by the way, through this stream? It's hard to tell because they just kind of show up every once in a while. I'll just get like a text message, hey, a new person signed up. So I would imagine so. Yeah, I would imagine so, but I can't say for sure. So I'm definitely not advertising. So yeah, every once in a while, not very many. Again, because like I said, I'm probably I have the number 30 in my head, or I have 60. I think I have like 65 subscribers on the newsletter, but I think it's only been maybe 30 or so that have actually signed up for the free plan, because my newsletter is like, it's a combination of people that are on Pixel Pieces and Pixel itself as just people that are interested in like the blog or whatever, right? So give the free users access to everything for a certain period as incentive to reply to your questions. I guess I could do something like that for a certain period. I would love to do something where, yeah, I guess we could do a certain period. Yeah, that's tough though. Yeah, I don't know. But do they even want to? I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything to lose. I could just try, see what happens. Say like, hey, here's free, Pixel Pieces free for 30 days. Just looking for feedback. Just use coupon code whatever and then have at it. I guess I could just set their account to free. Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, let's keep that in mind, and maybe that's something that we can do. Okay, whoa, this is, I don't know. Okay, it's a little more heavy here. Okay. Could you give us political asylum in Canada? The ruling party has just taken over the judicial power in Mexico, and we are headed towards a dictatorship. Crying face. That's crazy. So I imagine you're being serious here on this one. Well, Canada and like the U.S., I think we're pretty similar in the a few different spots in the border where you can just basically just kind of walk in, and no one's gonna bother you. Um, but if you want to do things the legal way and the right way, which I think everyone should do, um, yeah, I honestly don't know. Let me just put it that way. I honestly don't know how that works. Like political asylum, does that mean that Canada would have to recognize Mexico as being some kind of state that you can get asylum from? Like, I don't know. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. But yeah, I do know. Yeah, you're serious. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I don't know. But it's not hard to just. Can you not just get like a work visa? And isn't there? I think even Canada has a stupid digital nomad visa. So there's got to be lots of ways that you can kind of come into the country. Even can't you even just as because you have your I can imagine you have your Mexican passport. So can't you just come into Canada for like 6 months, visa free? I mean that's only 6 months, right? But then I guess you'd want to be able to stay for longer. I don't know how that would work. There's got to be lots of different options. There's got to be. Like Canada right now, it's like all Canada wants to do. Well, I guess election is coming, so they've kind of toned down the talk of having so many different immigrants because I think we were taking in like 1 million a year or something ridiculously high, or even last year it was like 1 million people. So, which is crazy of a country of population of like 42 million. You're bringing in 1 million. Anyways. There's got like I don't know how they're coming in. If it's like temporary foreign workers is probably a big one, and I think a lot of people are coming in as students as well. But there's got to be a bunch of different visas to come in. So it seems like Canada seems like a pretty easy place to come in. At least if you want to come in before we call an election, and before the Conservative Party comes into power, which is going to be our next government. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen because that's. Yeah. So, no, a few months ago, Canada issued visa to Mexicans because they saw the political climate in Mexico coming. Okay, interesting. What kind of visa was it? I'd love to know what it is. He's talking from experience, guys. Like, I don't know about me. Are you talking about me, Brent? Anyways, back to the business aspect. Definitely worth testing, at least in the early stages. The more you know about the market, the better. Yeah, so for sure. Okay. So, all right, the two things we need to do. So number one, we need to, I guess, basically just create a new website for taking Pixel down a different niche. So that's number one. And then number two, we need to figure out a way for Rolando to get into Canada. That's issue number two. It's funny. You want to get into Canada, but I want to get out. I want to get out of Canada. Not because this country isn't great. I mean, I love Canada. It's just, it's so expensive here. Like living in Canada is crazy. Like olive oil. This is the main staple that I always talk about. Like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it was $6 or $7 for a 1 liter bottle. It is literally $13 to $15 now for that same exact bottle of olive oil. So like grocery prices have, like on a whole, they haven't quite doubled, but the things that are really, really like staples, like your meats, your oil, like the prices have pretty much doubled. Like it's so expensive, and rent is crazy out of control. Like the average, like if you want to like for like me with like 2 kids and you want like a 3-bedroom, like okay, you're paying $2,500, $3,000 a month, and that's in a not like in Toronto or Vancouver. Average house price $850,000 Canadian. Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive here. That's the problem with Canada. You guys are more than welcome in Europe. Yeah, I'd love to. Europe, Southeast Asia would also be really nice. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I do appreciate that. We are going to set up a coffee and olive oil marketing company. We're going to Spain and we're bringing back a container. And that would be man, give me some fresh olive oil from Spain. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. I'd love to. Sign me up. I will. I don't drink coffee personally. Actually, my wife drinks coffee, so she'd love that. But yeah, hook me up if you need any initial investors. So Rolando, Brent's asking what part of Europe you're in, and are you in England? I can't remember now. Now I'm gonna feel bad if I can't remember. Or Portugal. I think you're in Portugal. Belgium. Damn it. If I just keep listing off countries in Europe, I'm bound to get it. Yeah, I'll ship some olive oil to you. Shipping will cost more. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, so Belgium. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. It's sometimes I should still remember, but I guess that's a good thing because now there's a few, regular people that show up and then I'm like, oh yeah, this person's from here and there, whatever. And sometimes I forget. So my apologies. I shouldn't forget now. So maybe ask me in a couple of weeks, see if I still remember. But I should. Brent from Belgium, the double B. Send us some chocolate. Some waffles. We'll send chocolate and beer. Yeah, it's funny too because it's one of the things that I find like a lot of countries have is like good beer, except for America, an American beer. Other than that, yeah, that's funny. When the broadcast ends, we will do a Zoom to talk in private. I would love to. Again, I've been talking about this. So I don't know exactly how I'd like to work it, but again, to getting like-minded people that are interested in starting their business or they're doing their own business or whatever, to have some type of way that we can collaborate and get together and chat. There's actually, hang on a second. I think this is what it's called. Yeah. So there's this software here. Oh shit, I almost dropped that one. There's this AirMeet here. Amplify engagement with webinars and events. So I think this would be engagement and networking. Like fluid spaces, breakout rooms. So I think this is like a Zoom, but like on steroids. And networking. So I think this would be more of in lines where, yeah, I don't know how it would work, but say like Pixel started this, group, like entrepreneur kind of thing or whatever, and say like, hey, once a week I could just schedule something like this, and people that would want to kind of come in, we just come in and we just like what Rolando was saying there, just get together and just talk and shoot the shit and just laugh and whatever the case may be, right? Kind of like Brent, like what you're saying, just going into businesses and shaking hands and saying hello and making connections, because you never know where those connections are going to lead. Because 2 years down the line, it's like, hey, I remember that person I met that one time, and hey, they build websites, and go talk to that person or whatever. You're like, oh, of course, I'll talk to them. And you can make that. Yeah, never heard of this product. Yeah, I don't know where I heard about this. I think it was somebody that was talking about building communities. And And like, I mean, you have this product here like Circle, where you can have a community, and this is more like if you have courses or memberships, but I think you can have events here, but it's just a go live. I think this is a bit different because I think this is really heavily focused on video and getting people together. And again, you can make different breakout rooms and different sessions and all that kind of stuff. It would be really, really cool. Now my mind's thinking about a few different things business-wise. Anyways. So what's the difference between that and something like Discord or Zoom? So that's a good question. Is there like an actual video? I'll book a demo. Like town halls and kickoffs, community meetups, learning and development. Number one, I imagine you probably get more specific analytics with who's talking to who and who's in what. I believe there's that. Rewards and recognition. So you can gamify things. So I guess you can see how many people are logging on. Product launches. So I don't know what that means. Learning Fest. So this is live. You got 2 people here chatting and a leaderboard. Yeah, it looks like they're gamifying stuff, which always kind of helps with engagement. Yeah, I don't know. Networking and engaging, foster community learners. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting piece of software though. It sounds like, oh man, it's expensive. Yeah, it looks like premium webinars. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. In-depth analytics, yeah. Immersive instant replays. Engagement tools, auto-branded customizable experiences, one-click registration, CRM integrations, networking. Yeah, I feel like it's more set up for I feel like it's more community setup building rather than just, hey, this is just how we can have a video conference. That's what my gut is telling me, but I don't know. Rolando saying, Odoo, buy a Mac Mini and use the streaming software. It's easier to configure and has excellent features. So while I don't doubt what you're saying, I will probably never buy a Mac product ever again. That's just me. I'm not a Mac guy. I know you're a Mac guy, but I am not. And that's why I say probably, because if it would make sense for me for business reasons to buy a Mac for things that I can only do with a Mac, then I would consider it. But yeah, probably not. But yeah, except for Mac. But yeah. Like they make good products. Like I'm not gonna lie. I know I tease about Mac, but they make some really good stuff. I feel like the human aspect / face-to-face interactions will become more and more important now the ways are looking with AI and stuff. Yeah, that's actually a really, really good point. Because I think people really want to know that they're connecting with an actual human, right? And an actual human might be doing the work. I mean, I guess you can't really say if a human's going to be doing the work or not. But to actually be able to speak to humans and having that, it's like those companies that go above and beyond with customer service and great customer service, where you call and you're immediately greeted by a human and not some stupid automated thing, and you have to go through 20 different menus, and you're on hold and they're like, you are important to us. You mean everything. Whoa, somebody will be with you in like 10 minutes. It's like, if I was important to you as a customer, I wouldn't be on hold for 10 minutes. So yeah, it's, I think it's so important. And we are so disconnected as well too. So there's even that whole human aspect right now of us constantly being so disconnected, and to have people that you can talk to in person. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. And even if it is virtual, at least it's still better than nothing, right? So it'll be like having an edge. It will become having an edge, like having expertise in web design. Yeah, like knowing how to bring people together. Yeah, that's cool. And Rolando's saying, Brent, you're absolutely right. With AI, face-to-face is going to become much more important and relevant. And that's the thing. Um, like how would you, I guess, well, I mean, you just start thinking about this now, but how would you incorporate that into, how should we think about incorporating that into our businesses as we move forward here, right? Where we know that face-to-face interactions are important, and what do we want to do in our businesses to, what's the word I'm looking for? To show people that that's what we care about. I guess you just do that with how you interact with your customers and with your clients. You know, you make the time to give them a call, or you make the time to drop into their office and say hello, you know, and shake their hand and ask them how things are going and how their business is going. And just making forth that effort into connecting with people, even writing them like a handwritten thank you notes, those kinds of things, those real human connections. It's really, really cool. And Brent, sending gifts to clients, remembering the details, like where they live, Greece, right? Sending gifts to clients, remembering details, visiting them in person. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, exactly, yeah, right on. Mac is triple greater. Let's agree to disagree. The first time I had a Mac was when I first got hired at Shopify. So I remember when did I start at Shopify? I think it was 2012, and that was the first year I think Macs they released their MacBook with a Retina display, and I was like, can I get this one? And it was like super expensive, and they're like, yeah, no problem, like sweet. So that was my first introduction to Mac, and it was it was good. It was good. I didn't have any issues with it, and I was like, this is going to be my new thing now, because setting up your development environment is so much easier than Windows. So like even for me in Windows now, when I have my dev environment, I basically have to use Ubuntu, and then I have this, and that's just so much better than using the command prompt. But even with the command prompt in Windows, you have to install something like Cygwin or whatever, which brings Linux-based commands, or Unix, I guess. I don't know. I guess it would be Unix. Anyways, it brings those commands into your command prompt, and then you can go ahead and actually do real commands in the console. So anyways. A discussion to be continued. Absolutely. So this is interesting. So Rolando, I'm going to think about, what we can do, and, if you guys are interested as well too in connecting, offline and just chatting. Because I know we've connected before too, and I'd love to have, whenever you want to chat, especially if you want to chat about more stuff about Canada. I know, I guess you were just here in Vancouver and stuff, but happy to have those kinds of chats, and even to just kind of, just shoot the shit or whatever. If anybody's ever interested in that, we could figure out a way of how we could do something like that, like every couple of weeks or something like that. We can get together, or every week. I don't know. It just depends on how many people are interested in doing something like that. Because I think that would be fun. But I would for sure definitely like to think about how we can get a group of people that are super interested in business, and even maybe more specifically, even web design. And we could just talk about the things that we're doing, to get customers and all that kind of stuff, and just learn from each other. So that would be kind of neat too. Yeah, but for now, I guess, it's kind of, I do feel like it, me doing this live stream and just this whole, hey, I'm building a business now, it is kind of a little bit of a one-way thing, but it'd be nice to figure out how we can make it more interactive. And again, too, I guess that's maybe the first step. What I was talking about is, getting people to come in on the stream and talk about their stuff, and, just bring other people onto the show, right? So we can have kind of a more of a dialogue, which would be kind of really cool. I think that really helps with the learning. Anyways, today, I've learned a lot. So Brent and Rolando, you guys have been super, super helpful today. This is where I'm finding I'm having a lot of problems, in that I'm doing so many different things, and I think I'm being spread way too thin. So, because you're saying, yeah, build a Discord community around that and then promote Pixel Pieces in the back end. Yeah. So, because I haven't had, like, I don't even go on Discord. I don't have time. I shouldn't say I don't have time. I haven't been spending my time trying to build that up in any capacity because I'm trying to, I was working on Pixel Pieces, working on the live stream, working on getting clients, working on other stuff, just with the family. And it's a lot of stuff. And I think I really, Rolando, to your point, is like I just need to put food on the table. Like that's like this priority number one. I need to make some money here. So I think I really need to figure out how I can focus. It takes a lot of time. For sure. Brent, email Odum and let's arrange to do an offline Zoom. So what are we, 5:08? So I know, Rolando, I definitely can't do one today because who's that person there? The person I'm married to, what's she called? Andrea, my wife, and my daughter Maya, they're going to Circus. So that's happening in about, well, anyways, a quarter after 5, they're going to Circus. So then it's just my son and I. So I'm not going to have time to, I'm going to be with him. So I don't have time to Zoom. But that being said, if it is something that you're interested in, and anybody here who's watching this into the future, I will in the chat, I'll put in my email address. I think it's on there. And I think I could put it on screen now. So if you're ever interested in connecting offline or whatever, just get in touch with me. Send me an email and just let me know that, hey, if there was ever any kind of offline thing or whatever, or again, a Discord hangout. And yeah, Rolando, that's what, so I don't know if you have a Discord. I think you don't, but probably I think that would be the best thing to do, would be to join the Discord. And then from there, because we can just have hangouts from there, right? Super easy. Super easy. Definitely down to hop on a call soon. Yeah, quite busy this week, unfortunately, with work. Yeah, no, for sure. That's why, I think having something like Discord makes a whole lot of sense in order for us to like coordinate, like people just getting together and chatting, right? So, are there still circuses in Canada with the clowns, animals, and everything? No, not that kind of circus. More of the like Cirque du Soleil. Du Soleil. Isn't that one of Canada's biggest claim to fames? I don't know if you've ever seen one of these shows. They must have a website. Here we go. This type of circus. So they actually came to Halifax, and then we saw it as a family, and my daughter just loved it because they were doing all the silks and doing all kinds of crazy, just crazy stuff. Super great show. Yeah, this is the one that we saw, Corteo. It was really cool. So anyways, they were hanging from chandeliers, and they do their flips and jumps, and they do the trapeze and all the trampoline and all that kind of stuff. So that type of circus. But the other stuff, I'm sure there's still circuses with, I don't know, clowns and whatnot. Brent, Cirque du Soleil is fire. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like there was I think it's comments. So we were pretty far back in the arena, and you would see these athletes, like see these guys here. These are girls, but you see them like they're hanging on the chandelier. There's this one that she came in. She's they dress so amazing with the nice dresses and whatever. And she was doing something like hanging off a chandelier or like, I don't know, whatever she was hanging off of. And like, you could see like crazy, like definition in the muscles. Like she was like, so like they're in such good shape and such highly tuned athletes. And the stuff that they were doing was just like phenomenal. It was so cool to watch. Anyways, they're still in Belgium with the clowns and the animals and all that. Oh, that's really cool. So Rolando, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this. So I guess actually, if we just go here, so this is Discord. Can I copy this link? Copy link address. So, right, here we go. Into the chat. Right, so if you go here, so discord.gg/ whatever all that stuff is. That's where, yeah, we're on Discord. So, and that's where you can just chat and what have you. And then we can coordinate from there. I think that'll be a lot easier than sending emails back and forth and all that kind of jazz. So please do that. Join. If you don't have it, I think it's free. So it's not going to cost you like $5,000 to get a Mac for this. You know, it's just, it's free. and away we go. Because I think that's pretty much going to be the platform of choice, at least for now, that I'm going to use to do any type of kind of community stuff with people that are on the stream. So I think that makes the most sense there. Great. I don't know why. I just have the feeling to watch. What the hell is it? The Madagascar, the kids show, and I think it's Madagascar. Is it 2 or is it 3? No, I think it's 3. The one where they're in the circus, or is it 2? I can't remember. Anyways, there's one of them where they're in the circus. It's pretty funny. For some reason, I have a craving to watch that. Yeah, it's Madagascar 3. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a good one. It's been a while. The kids are older now, so they don't watch those shows as much anymore. Yeah. So, anyways, okay. So yeah, we are 5:15. So I think I do need to run because I think everyone's just heading out the door. I can hear stuff, people getting ready. Okay, so Brent, Rolando, again, thank you so much. And I'm really taking all the feedback to heart. And I do love the constant push of and the reminder of, we need to make money here and we need the business to start churning out some clients. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up here. But you're going right now? Not gonna wait?
The traffic's like not great.
Okay, so you could take off, but yeah.
I don't know, like.
What the traffic is? 30 minutes. That's not bad because when we went the first time, it was like 24, 28.
Yeah.
So I think it's just on the highway. Yeah, I would probably just leave now just to see if you can get through. Yeah, it's just, there's just a stupid on the highway. I mean, did you want to try going off the 7 or the Bedford Highway?
No, it's even worse.
That's going to be worse?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like super dark right now.
Yeah.
That highway's it's always worse than the actual highway, so.
Yeah. I don't know what there could be. I mean, yeah.
Anyway, we'll go, we'll see.
Yeah, see how it is. And then we could do something maybe next week. We can try going earlier. But then you're just waiting, doing nothing.
This is it. So
You gotta wait in traffic or wait at a coffee shop. There's not much choice.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
So bye.
Right.
Supper's ready to go. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. So
Awesome.
we can just clean up the kitchen.
Yeah, just clean out the kitchen. Yeah, we'll get it done.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry about that. That was just Brent here to say, take care, Odom and Rolando. Catch you guys later. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, glad to help. Yeah, time to start building flying cars instead of websites. Yeah, absolutely. Where are the flying cars? Back to the Future said this stuff was supposed to happen by like 2015. Flying cars and hoverboards. Like, come on, we should get this going. But yeah, no, I super appreciate you guys keeping me on the path of let's make some money and let's figure out how we could best do that. Because like the whole title of this thing is I want to make not $5,000 a month. I want to make a business that's going to make $1 million a year, right? So it's not just doing one website and that's it. We want to do lots of websites and all that kind of stuff. So, and then sell products too at the end of the day. So we're going to keep moving forward with that. And thank you for keeping me on my toes. And as always, I'll be back here again tomorrow for another stream. Thanks again so much, guys, and have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow.